Hello. Oh my god, we were almost in
Hi,
sync with our
everyone.
waving today.
I
Isn't that
know.
crazy?
We're just so good.
We're literally the best.
hmm We're
So
matching
good.
outfits,
I
matching
know.
our
Hair flip.
timing.
Haha. I don't have enough hair
Yeah,
to do that. Although it
I
does
do
move a little
here.
bit.
There we go.
That wasn't very flourishing.
Okay,
You
wait, hold
gotta
on, hold on.
you gotta give it a little something.
It's not wanting to track my. Okay, there we go.
I know. You gotta move your head slower than your VTuber's head moves because it takes some practice. I've
Yeah,
mastered the art of doing a hair flip with my VTuber, even though my hair doesn't flip that much.
yeah. See, I want to flip in the direction that like my bangs are bigger, but
Yeah, so you gotta
she's not wanting to go that way. Oh,
you
there we
gotta
go. That's a little bit of a.
just gotta make sure that like you're still facing the camera, but that your head is tilting. You know.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Anyways,
There, I kind of got it there. Yeah.
all right.
Anyways.
See, there should be a hair flip button on this VTuber
Oh,
software. That'd be great.
totally. That would be amazing.
Just like, and my hair kind of moves when I do that.
My hair definitely moves when I go underneath my desk.
I know, like just like flops up. The
I
bottom
know.
stay like. Do it
I
again.
know. Oh, she
Like
looks
mine
so
does a little bit
angry.
too.
My hair is definitely very floppy.
I need more hair. Actually, I don't. I would never. I like my hair grew out this long in real life very recently, and I cut it all off because it was getting annoying.
That's fair. My hair is probably about to like IRL is about down to like the only signifier I can really use is like my chest. So it's pretty long. It's like halfway down my back. Um, I need to cut it though. It's getting a little raggedy.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that.
hmm But this is also a really good segue into what we wanted to talk about today, you guys. We want to do kind of a little get to know Sarah and Link podcast episode today, which, yeah,
Yeah,
I
all
think
the
it'll be
deep stuff that
interesting.
you don't already know, like Taco Bell and whipped
Oh,
cream
God.
and weed store bathrooms and whatnot.
That whipped cream story, I'm never going to forget that ever in my entire life.
That was hilarious. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, go listen to the last episode.
All I'm going to say is whipped cream in your butthole.
And then, yeah. No, I won't spoil the ending.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna run through some fun little questions so that you guys can know us a little better.
Yeah.
We'll see how many, if any, of these questions we don't already know the answers to about each other.
See, I'm horrible at remembering things. I'm nervous now.
I'm like, it really depends. On the spot, I'm terrible with small details.
Yeah.
Randomly in the middle, like with no context whatsoever, 5 years from now, I could be like, oh yeah, I remember this one specific thing that you said that you didn't like 5 years ago on that one episode of a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Or you'll like be out and about and you'll like see something and you'll be like, oh my God, this would be perfect for them. Like
Right,
that's when
exactly.
I remember everything. But like when someone actually like asks me, like, do you remember what I told you? I'm like,
Right? It's like, when have
no.
you ever spoken to me in your life?
Right? Like I forget where I'm like at most of the time, okay?
What year is it?
Right? But like I don't even know what day of the week it is most of the time. How am I supposed to know when you asked me last week? No, I don't.
Exactly.
Unless we're in an argument, then I remember everything.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. You gotta quote the facts in an argument.
Yeah, somehow the recess of your brain is just opened up
See, my
when you're
brain's
in an
just
argument.
full of unnecessary things, like the lyrics to every single song that I've ever heard,
Oh,
basically.
yeah, agreed.
A bunch of random facts that are completely useless unless we're playing trivia games.
hmm
Um, or I'm just super bored and be like, hey, you know what's super interesting, but not at the same time? This random facts that I know.
Right? See, and then I have it happen where like the music one really gets me because my brain loves to make connections with music and
Oh,
whatever I'm
100%.
doing.
Somebody will say
So
something, and I'll just be like, and I'll just start singing a song. I'll be like, why am I singing the song? I haven't heard it in 2 years. Oh, it's because that person said that word.
yeah. Or like when I think of Roblox, or when I hear this one very particular Jason Derulo song, I think of
Jason
Roblox.
Derulo. Sorry.
I It's
I have to
so
do that every
funny.
time somebody
No,
says Jason Derulo.
it's like when a dog stretches and you have to say big stretch.
Right? But then also, every time that I hear Jason Derulo, there's this one. I don't know if it was a Vine or if it was just a video, or I'm pretty sure it was a Vine.
Oh, I know the one you're talking
The
about.
kid, he's
I
like
know the one you're talking about.
January, February, March, April, May, June, Jason Derulo.
I
Because the
forget.
last 6 months of the year spell out
Yeah,
Jason D.
I know.
Which I'm like, there was a book series that I read when I was a kid that had to do with that, and I don't remember what it was called, or um or like honestly what it was about. I'm pretty sure it was called like Jason D. I'm pretty sure that that was like the name of the series.
That's interesting.
I could be wrong, but like, I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah, there was a Jason D series. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look that up and like reread them again. Maybe I'll go to
Yeah,
the library and I'll borrow them. Oh my god,
there
how
you go.
archaic is that?
Oh my god, that's crazy. I can literally hear that kid in my head saying Jason Derulo.
Right?
Oh my gosh. But so, okay, another one, when I listen to the Pussycat Dolls, which don't laugh at that. Granted, you wouldn't laugh at that. I mean, you
I
are
mean,
now, but
okay,
like,
no, I was laughing because you told me
because
not
I
to laugh.
said it, yeah.
Honestly,
So,
there's a very there's a movie that I always think of.
so I always think of Spyro and
I love Spyro.
Twilight Princess.
Okay.
Because me and my sister got, so me and Akuma, we got Twilight Princess for the I think it was the Wii, or it might have been even the GameCube at the time.
Yeah,
But and then I got Spyro. Like, it was such a good game. It was like,
I love the
oh my
Spyro games.
god. It was the one where Cinder, the black dragon, I always
Yeah.
forget. It's like Spyro Awakening, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um so I had that, and then Akuma had Twilight Princess, and then I got this really cute little boom box, and so then I also had the Pussycat Dolls CD. And so we
Ah,
literally we
yeah.
camped out in the living room playing both of our video games while listening to the Pussycat Dolls on repeat. And then the kicker, when I was in this was around middle school. So when I was like I think it was when I got back into school after that, this one kid was like, "Oh, who's your favorite like music artist?" So I'm like, "Oh, the Pussycat Dolls." And he's like, "What? The Pussycat Dolls?" And I was like, "Why is that funny? I don't get it."
I
And it
yeah.
was well
People love
before.
making fun of. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
know.
Pussycat Dolls is just one of those artists that like. It's not so very often that anybody will say that their favorite artist is the Pussycat Dolls.
That's true, yeah. Yeah. And like now, I'm like, I could never say that with a straight face.
I every time that I hear the song "Don't Ya," I can't help but think of. I'm pretty sure it's Wild Hogs. It's
Mm-hmm.
a John Travolta movie,
Okay.
and there's this like Spanish guy at like this like carnival or something, if I'm remembering correctly, and it might be a different movie, but I'm pretty sure it's that one. And he's singing that song, and it's the most hilarious thing ever.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, so like anytime I hear any of the Pussycat Dolls songs come on, and then I like jam out really hard to it because I know all the words, um, I'm immediately taken back to us camping out in the living room up till like 2 o'clock in the morning playing video games.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nostalgia thing. Same with like Kelly Clarkson. Like, I don't know why, but
Oh
like,
my god, I love Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson
same.
is like, she can sing literally anything, and it becomes her song. Like, artists should be terrified that Kelly Clarkson is going to cover their songs because
I
that
know.
is her song now.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
she's so
100%.
good.
Well, and like, so I had her like breakaway CD, and it was the
Yeah.
first CD that I ever had that I put onto like my Walkman when I was really young because that was a thing.
I had a Walkman.
Did you? See,
Yeah,
my
I had a
parents.
Walkman and a Discman.
Oh, yeah, I had a Discman too.
Yeah.
I still have it.
I don't, but I did.
I literally still have it. I don't know where it is, but I still have it. And I know that I do. And I still have the Pussycat Doll CD.
Nice.
But so it was like the first CD that I had that I could put on my Walkman. And so it was all I would listen to. So I know those lyrics by heart. And then it was like years and years and years that I was like, oh my gosh, I listen to that so much that I want to listen to everything else. But whenever one of those songs come on, you better fucking believe I know every single word.
Yeah.
And I'm belting that bitch
They're
out.
so good.
But I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. Because
Did
it doesn't
I have
matter.
breakfast yesterday?
Did you?
I don't know.
I'm nervous.
What was I doing yesterday?
See, I actually do remember what I had for breakfast yesterday because it was.
I don't.
I didn't
What the
really
fuck
have
did I
breakfast.
eat for breakfast yesterday?
I had trail mix.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what time I got up yesterday.
I got up at noon.
I had no idea. I feel like I
did.
also got up at noon.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
But I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know what. I was gonna say I don't know what I had for breakfast on Friday, but I do. Wow, is my memory getting better or something?
Maybe
it's all the walnuts I've been eating with my trail mix.
We love them
They
nuts.
say we do. I like nuts in my mouth. I'm just kidding. That's gross. I'm not kidding. I do like nuts in my trail mix. Only like almonds and cashews though.
Oh, I love cashews.
I like cashews. I'll eat them a really weird way where like I put my teeth on the like ridge that's in the middle of the nut.
Just split them in half.
And then split it in half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we the same
I
person?
understand.
God damn it. Why does this keep happening?
I don't know.
Why are we like all simultaneously the same person doing the same weird shit and then thinking
Because
we're
life
weird
is
for
a
it, and then
simulation.
it probably is though, because when like you talk to people about this and like, oh, I do that, and you're like,
but then you talk to other people about it and they're like, you are a freak and super weird for doing that like that. And it's like, but I know that I'm not the only person that does it like that. So fuck
exactly.
you.
Because then they're going to do something very strange that we don't do that is similar to how other people do it, but they don't acknowledge it in that moment because they don't know. I
think that means we're winning.
Yeah. Yeah. But they say walnuts are good for your brain.
Ah, maybe that's why we're winning.
Maybe.
I do like walnuts.
Do you?
Yeah, walnuts are good.
I don't like the smell of them.
I like walnuts in like brownies and stuff.
Oh, they
like
would be
in
so
baked
good
goods
in
are so good because they retain a good crunch after baking.
True. Yeah. I love honey roasted almonds or like cinnamon almonds. They're so good.
I like chocolate covered almonds.
I feel like I sometimes get heartburn from them, to be honest.
Well, because like you're not supposed to eat a ton of almonds at a time, anyways.
Yeah.
Because you can die if you eat too many almonds. Technically,
really,
it's a lot that you would have to eat. But yeah,
like pounds.
It's hold on.
I'm like, I eat a lot of almonds. I need you to tell me how many at a time. Like, help me.
Because I'm pretty sure that almonds have like, oh, which one is it? It's I think it's cyanide.
Oh yeah,
like,
and then it's also
micro doses of cyanide in almonds.
Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
So for like average, but you'd have to, for the minimum lethal dose of cyanide, just by eating almonds, you'd have to eat like 50 ounces of them in one day to get cyanide poisoning. But it is technically possible. So just be careful of how many almonds you guys are eating.
Yeah. Oh, apparently it's also bitter almonds that are more dangerous.
Yeah.
because they have more toxin in them. Oh, bitter almonds contain amygdalin, which breaks
That
down into
sounds
cyanide
fancy.
and
Yeah.
other chemicals when ingested. Eating 6 to 10 bitter almonds can cause severe poisoning, and
I was
50 or
also about
more
like
could be fatal.
when I was watching Supergirl, I think. I think it
Yeah.
was Supergirl. And there was an episode where somebody got poisoned and it smelled like almonds. So that's how they knew that it was cyanide. So that's how they knew what to give the person.
Oh, that's so interesting.
I don't know how accurate it is because it's a CW show, but like, I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah, very. I was listening to this one Bailey Sarian episode, and there's something that if you mix it with like tomatoes, it becomes poisonous. And so this lady was like microdosing her husband.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't remember
Yeah.
what it is. Okay, probably shouldn't be looking up like different poisonous things on my browser, but I'm gonna do it.
How to microdose somebody with tomatoes.
Poison with tomatoes sauce. Okay, yeah.
What is it?
Oh, I
Or
didn't
maybe
follow
we
that.
shouldn't tell people. Oh, I thought you were
I know.
Googling it. Oh.
Well, I am. It's just not up yet.
Oh.
Um, See, one says botulism, but that's just any canned goods, basically. Um, what like
Let's see here.
what mixed with tomatoes makes poison?
I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure that like the stems of tomatoes are poisonous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
Couldn't tell
literally
you.
knew of the lady who. Okay, hold on. Let me look up lady who killed her husband with tomatoes.
Oh my gosh. Um, but I love that we've been talking about poison and stuff,
And none of our
and
yes or
none of
no's
the questions
questions.
yet.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Wait, hold on.
Oh, she found it.
Murderous wife on monk. Okay, different thing, but um, let's see.
Yeah, this is a true crime podcast now, apparently.
Right? No, because this one. Oh, okay. So, the wife murdered her husband by poisoning his tomato soup. The villainess used carbonic acid to commit the murder, as it was untraceable. Part of her plan to
Mm,
disguise the murder as a death via heart attack, though a motive isn't revealed in this
interesting.
monk episode.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, I almost want to figure out. Um,
She wants to figure out how to do it.
no.
Police, watch out.
Um,
For
I
legal
might look.
reasons, this is a joke.
I might try and find the Bailey Sarian episode again because one, I would love to listen to it again just because she's
Yeah.
so funny and interesting. I absolutely adore her, and also because I, I don't need to know the information, but I need the answer. Does that make sense? Like I
Yes.
need, yeah.
All right.
Okay, now we can get into our questions.
Let's get into these questions. Go ahead.
Okay. I guess we can just start with like the very first one. Do a little icebreaker here. How do you spend your free time?
Playing games with you.
Yes. Or watching shows.
Yeah, that's true. I do watch a lot of Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
and play games, or just listen to music.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
I used to read a lot before I was into video games, and now I have the lame excuse of saying, "Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough time to sit down and read books," even though I totally do. I just don't make the time for
I
it, which I should because I enjoy reading.
yeah, I I end up reading like almost every weekend at this point. But that's because I get a lot of like what are they? The ads that are like catered to you.
Right.
So I get a lot of those for like like
Oh
werewolf
my
smut.
god. Well, that's how Serafina spends her free time.
Exactly. I read werewolf smut.
I think that you would enjoy watching Teen Wolf.
Oh, 100%. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's next on my list, to be
I think it's
honest.
on Paramount.
Okay. I'll definitely have to watch that. But so I obviously do that. Obviously play a lot of video games. I like to fuck with Ghost a lot because it's really fun because he gets really cuddly when I mess with him. And then he's just like so sweet. And then we
Yeah.
just lay next to each other and then I usually watch like cooking videos or workout videos on Facebook or Instagram and usually fall asleep because yeah.
Nice.
And then paint. I've been meaning to paint some more. Um, so yeah, I'd like to be doing that more in my free time. I also spend a lot of my free time overthinking everything and being overwhelmed by all the things that I want to do, and
Just
then
in your free
sitting in a
time, I do that
frozen
all the
state.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my regular time.
Exactly.
That's
Oh
like
my
default.
god. Yeah, precisely. All right, next question. What is your favorite food?
You're just going down the list in order.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. My favorite food
I like order, okay?
is. Uh, uh, I don't know that I have one because I enjoy many foods.
That's
I
fair.
will say a good fettuccine alfredo is definitely one of my favorites,
Ooh, fair.
especially from Olive Garden. I love Olive
Mm,
Garden so much.
do love Olive Garden, yeah.
I'm so mad because we don't have Olive Garden where I currently live, and I'm super mad about it.
We'll just have to like go to the one in Buffalo.
I know, but then I have to get my passport.
I know. Well,
Whereas
you
if
get
I
the
just
border.
like go to like visit my parents, I can go to Olive Garden there, and I won't have to pay for it because I guarantee my mom will pay for it because she
Okay,
has no
wait.
one to go to Olive Garden with because my dad hates Olive Garden.
I okay, wait. Did you go to Olive Garden when you visited them?
No, I didn't have a chance
Ah,
because
man.
so my mom and I would have, but she had to. So basically, I flew in on the Thursday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I went to like just back to my parents' house on the Thursday, and then Friday I what did I do on Friday? The hell did I do on Friday?
I don't know. What did you do on
I
Friday?
have no idea.
That's
I don't even
crazy.
remember what the hell I did. Oh my god. No, I'm pretty so like I don't know what I did for like the first half of the day, but then like my um my friend came and picked me up, and I went and I spent the rest of the day and Friday night and Saturday morning at her place,
Mm-hmm.
and we were gonna go to the bar and get drunk, but we determined that we are lame because we are old, so that didn't happen. So we were gonna
Fair.
drink at home and just have a game night with her sister and her boyfriend because they were over, and then we didn't even get drunk because again we are lame and old, and apparently we forgot how to do it. Um, and then, but my mom was gone to. She had to go out of town for the day on Saturday, um, or on Friday. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it was Friday. Maybe it was that. I don't fucking yeah. It was definitely Friday. Um, because she was bringing a puppy to someone that had bought one of the puppies.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then we went out for dinner on Saturday night for Easter. I spent Sunday at my grandparents, and then I flew home on Monday. So we didn't have a chance to go to Olive Garden.
Dang.
Yeah,
Rough.
next time.
Yeah. I think my favorite food, and it is defined as my favorite because I could eat it literally every day without being tired of it, is definitely pho.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
It was either that or Jimmy John's.
No, Jimmy John's just like Jimmy John's, I get a craving for it and it like hits the spot really well, but like I
That's
couldn't eat
fair.
it every day. But pho, I legitimately
Oh my god.
legitimately could eat it every single day of my life.
That's fair. I could not.
I could. Oh god, it's so good. I love it.
But then there's like other foods that like I love. Like pizza. Pizza's good.
Yeah. I
Um
don't think I could eat pizza every day.
I don't think I could eat pizza every day either. I would get sick of it.
Yeah, same. I don't know why. Like it's something about
Peanut
like
butter
the.
sandwiches or peanut butter toast. I could probably
See,
eat peanut butter toast every day.
I've caught myself getting tired of peanut butter, eggs, oatmeal. I've
Yeah,
caught
that's
myself
fair.
when I'm in those loops getting tired of them, eating cottage cheese. And all of them are foods that I really enjoy. But like there's also a heaviness that
You
comes with
can't.
pizza that like
Yeah.
if you ate it every single day.
I also just I don't like eating the same thing every day.
I don't
I
either.
don't
I
enjoy it.
I do like variety and like it's easier when you have something that's super flavorful or like something that's easy to like add a different flavor to. I usually change up my recipes like every week because it's
Yeah.
easy to meal prep like that. But I don't know. There's just something
I just
about
get
pho that like
bored.
see and I never get bored of pho.
That's fair.
I don't know why. I literally couldn't tell you because like as it is, it's actually a very simple, like not
Yeah.
like heavily aggressive with like seasoning or ingredients or anything. It's a very simple dish. But like the umami that you get from it, the steak, I
You
like that
know
there's
what
noodles in
I
it.
never get tired of
What?
ever, but I can't consider it my favorite food because it's not a food, it's a drink, is iced tea. Love iced
Mm,
tea so much.
I need to start drinking some more tea. I um someone made me this really delicious, I don't remember what it was called, but it was this really good tea the other day and I learned that I mean, I already knew that there was like zero calorie sweetener, but it was so
Yeah.
good with like one thing of like Truvia. And honestly, it was like game changer because I was like, wow, I don't know if I've tasted a tea that's like this level of sweet almost naturally and this like
Yeah.
sweetly fragrant. And it
See,
has like a base taste that I like.
I love iced peach green tea.
Oh, that sounds so good.
That's what I drink at Starbucks is an iced peach green tea lemonade.
Ooh,
Sometimes without lemonade, but sometimes with the lemonade.
yeah. And
But
you could
either
get
way,
that
it's
like
so good. Oh my god! And I work next to a Starbucks, so I can have it every day.
and you can get that like sugar free or
um, I don't, I don't know because I don't know what they have because they obviously they have their green tea that they brew. I don't know what they have because like they just add like they don't add extra sugar to it. Like it's just
right.
the green tea, their peach,
Syrup,
like peach.
probably.
I don't know if it's the peach syrup or if it's the, like peach juice,
Oh,
or
okay.
I don't know what the hell what they put in it. That probably has some sugar in it because most peach juices do.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and then lemonade if you want it, and if you don't do lemonade, they just like fill up the space with water or
Okay.
extra peach if you're friends with the barista.
Oh. Are you
All of
friends
my
with the
baristas,
barista?
oh my god, they all know me because I work 2 doors over from them. I'm there all the time
That's fair.
because like
I love
even if
those.
I'm not buying anything, I'll go in and I'll just get ice water because it's
Yeah.
free and it's cold
Oh, I love cold
and
water.
it's super hot
Yeah.
in the mall that I work at
Ew.
all the time.
That's gross.
It is.
All right, we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Next
What's your
question is, do you
go-to?
listen to
Shut
any
up.
podcasts?
Okay, actually,
Yes,
yeah, let's do that one. What's
this
the
one.
exactly.
I do have a couple other podcasts that I have listened to. I don't listen to podcasts super regularly.
I don't really
I
either.
have to be really in the mood for them. Um, but I'll bring up what they're actually called. Um, Hold on. Podcasts. So I like to listen to the Wizards of Waverly pod, which is Jennifer Stone and David DeLuise, they do a podcast about Wizards of Waverly Place, and those were two of the actors that were on it, and it's super good, and I love it.
Nice.
Then there's Return to the Shadows, which is the Shadowhunters podcast with Catherine McNamara and Dominic Sherwood, which if you have not listened to it, you should, because it's really good.
It sounds really
and
good.
you enjoyed Shadowhunters, so you should. You would like that
heavily.
And then
I need a Jace in my life.
Right?
Oh my god.
And then also, it used to be the old one was Showmance.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Glee recap podcast with Kevin McHale and Jenna Ushkowitz, which were two of the people from Glee. They started a new one, I think, and it's called "And That's What You Really Missed," and both of them are really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like those kind of podcasts. I listen to podcasts that are like, those are all done by actors that were on a show that I enjoyed that has since ended, and there's no more of that coming out. So then it's fun to kind of listen to all that stuff and like have them go over the show and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then also The Basement Yard is a really good one. I keep seeing it on TikTok. I love them. I've never listened to a full episode, but I love their TikTok videos and I want to start listening to them. They're hilarious.
I used to listen to Joe when he was like he wasn't doing The Basement Yard nearly as much.
Yeah.
But he was doing more videos on YouTube. And it was like a lot of like people of Walmart and stuff like that. And then he'd be like, oh, also I have a podcast called The Basement Yard. And now it's like a huge thing with, I think Frankie is the other person on it. Yeah. They're so freaking funny.
There's another one. I have no idea what it's called, but I see it on TikTok all the time too. And it's these two Australian people. And they are just hilarious. And I cannot for the life of me think of what they're called off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up and find it later, but I love them.
Amazing. The only podcasts I really listen to are probably true crime ones. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with true crime.
A lot of people love true crime podcasts.
Yeah. So I love Bailey Sarian. And then she also has her Dark History podcast, which I absolutely love. And then I do Mr. Ballin and Christina Randall. Yeah.
Interesting.
Those are like the only ones I really listen to, and they like all do true crime, and like obviously Mr. Ballin does like true, interesting mystery kind of things too, which I find so incredibly awesome and cool to like hear about. So me.
Nice.
Yeah. But I was actually going to ask you what your go-to karaoke song is.
Okay, so I have a list. I was kind of waiting for this question.
I knew you would.
And it's like, so if you guys that are listening haven't been to them, I used to do and I would like to do again. I just, living situation is a little bit complicated with it. I used to do karaoke streams all the time. So I have like 120 songs ish on my list of karaoke songs that I would do live on Twitch. But when I actually go out to do a karaoke night, my go-tos, I usually warm up with When You Say With Nothing at All. I do the Alison Krauss version because it's so good. It's a nice slow song, but it has some like good solid vocals in it to like get things flowing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Before He Cheats, Carrie Underwood. It's always a solid one. Most anything by Taylor Swift. I do a lot of Taylor Swift at karaoke nights.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that though, because that would be a whole couple episodes worth of conversation on its own if I started talking about Taylor Swift music.
True.
I like to do Any Man of Mine by Shania Twain.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of country, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Lips of an Angel by
Lips
Hinder, though. That's one of my go-tos. I love doing that song at karaoke. Hinder. Yeah.
I don't do a lot of karaoke because I don't. But I don't like my singing voice.
I don't like my singing voice either, but I do it Anyways,
Fair.
you haven't
And for like,
defined your voice sounds good. What are you talking about?
I literally listened back to it and wanted to puke.
Nah, okay, but I do the same thing. You have told me that my voice sounds good.
That's different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
It's
is.
the exact
It's
same
different.
thing.
It's totally different. It's
How is
not
it
the
different?
same.
How
It
is it
just
different?
is. Because you enjoy doing karaoke. I don't.
Oh my god. You just gotta get a few drinks in you and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel like the songs that I would be able to probably do though would be like probably like Ava Max, like Kings and Queens,
Oh, I love that
or
song. Oh my
me
god.
too. Because I always belt that one. I feel like I could maybe do Katy Perry kind of okay, maybe.
Love
Depends on
Katy
the
Perry.
song. Um the new one that I told you about, the Stick Season by like Noah Khan. I feel
Okay,
like I
since you mentioned
sing a
it, I
lot
have been
about.
listening to Noah Khan a lot lately.
Oh my god, he's got an amazing
He's
voice.
got a very unique voice and it is
He
really
does.
good.
It's very good.
See,
Um oh, go
when
ahead.
you eventually come up here, we're going to a karaoke night,
Okay.
but we'll have drinks. We'll get
I'll
drunk
start
and then do it.
practicing now. It's gonna be at
I
least
know
six
some chill
months.
spots with very non-judgy people that are there for karaoke night. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
I'll just have to wear like a paper bag or something on my head. Because it's
Oh
like I
my
don't want people
god.
to look at me. Because I
Just
don't
don't
want
look at the
attention
people.
on me. And
Just
like
don't look at
that's
the people.
what am
Then
I
you
supposed
won't
to look
notice if
at? The
they're looking at
ceiling?
you. No, you look at the screen with the
Then
words
my
on
eyes
it.
are gonna start watering.
No, you just look at the screen with the words on it.
Yeah, but I can't read.
Oh my! But then you don't need to read the words if you know the song. You just need to look at the screen and pretend like you're reading the words, even though you already know all the words.
Okay. That's
That's what I do.
that's
I
fair.
don't look at other people when I'm singing karaoke because I would screw it up if I started doing that.
I would start stuttering and shaking.
Oh, I
That's
like
so
doing
funny.
I when I get a little bit ambitious later in the karaoke nights, I like
Mm-hmm.
to throw in some Whitney Houston.
Oh, there you
I
go.
usually do like I want to dance with somebody. That's one of my go tos for her. I like doing Celine Dion. I do. That's the way it is.
Oh yeah. I think I
Um,
could do some Shania Twain too.
love Shania Twain. It's
Me
so
too.
good. Oh my god.
I have like we had our country and rock version of Up. They're
Yeah,
both such bangers. Like
I know
it's literally the same damn songs, but like they're different when they're rock and they're
they are
country,
100%.
and they're so good. Like both are just they're so good. She's
I want to
amazing.
go to
Ooh,
karaoke night now.
what's the one? Oh my gosh. Hold on.
What's the one? What?
I the one Shania Twain song. It's like uh
How does it go?
she basically is like it's like about men and like one of them's like, oh, you're too pretty, like Brad Pitt.
That don't impress me much.
Yes. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
could do that one really well, probably too.
good. I'm gonna I'm gonna write these down and I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
keep
I made
checking
a
these.
mistake.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
funny.
you just gotta live your life.
I know. See, and I'm getting to that point where I'm stopping like caring as much and I'm liking myself more. It's just a
Good.
journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You think that I used to perform all the time when I was in school. I was in theater. I was in band. I've been like, I've performed in front of like tens of thousands of people before, never singing, but I have performed on very large platforms before. I used to do small performances at um our like CFL, which is like the our Canada's football league,
Hmm.
Canada's version of the NFL. Like we used to do performances at those games.
Right.
It's a lot of people watching you,
Totally.
but it's
See,
different when you're like when you're singing. One, when you're by yourself is
too. Yeah.
another, which is why like I am a little bit more comfortable singing like duets with people if
Hmm.
I'm singing in front of other people because like I have somebody else to focus on, and I can just ignore all the people watching.
Right. See, and like that's where my thing comes from is like if I'm in a group, I'm way more relaxed because
Okay, I have a
there's
whole Spotify playlist of duet songs.
oh
We'll
god.
just do some of those.
Okay. See, and like it kind of goes back to like when I think about when I was in theater, like I actually really loved that class because like it was like all we really worked on was like scripts and like kind of like acting out those scenes and everything. It wasn't like the actual like theater class. I don't remember what it was called, but I really enjoyed it because it was purely like playwriting and
Yeah,
everything else like that. Um it wasn't any of like the stage work or performances or anything. It was smaller and like tiny stage where like you sat on the stool and would
yeah.
kind of go through something. So like I really kind of enjoyed that, but like I remember there was a point where I was just presenting in front of the class and I was like holding this paper and I was shaking and this one girl interrupted me and she was like, "Can you see through your bangs?" Cuz I used to like wet them and then drag them in front of my face to the point they were down to my chin, right?
Oh
And I
my
thought they
god.
were straight and they were like curly and frizzy and shit cuz that's how my hair was. And I'm like, well, I mean, kind of. And so then I was like shaking like a leaf, right? And like
Yeah,
where it gets in me is like when it's me alone, I worry so much that people's focus are on me at that moment that they're gonna start nitpicking and finding all the things that I dislike about myself, and they're gonna see in
yeah.
themselves too.
I feel that, and honestly, that kind of stage fright, you just kind of like you just have to kind of ignore it and do the thing enough times to kind of get past it.
Yeah. And see,
Um,
like
yeah,
we even have like icebreakers in our like monthly meetings with everyone. And in our big one, like our big front end and back end team, I won't say anything. Um, but in like the back end ones, we do an icebreaker, and I get really nervous when I have to tell them what like my icebreaker question is. And I also just added something onto our agenda for our next one, so I'm gonna have to talk to everybody, and I'm nervous.
nice.
But
You
it'll be
got
fine. I'll just make sure that I wear a cute outfit, so like
right.
I feel more confident that day.
Exactly.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fine. But yeah, ready for the next question?
Yes.
Okay, if you could choose a superpower, what would you pick?
Okay. I think about this all the time, actually. Um, like more often than normal people probably should.
Yeah.
But there are pros and cons to all superpowers, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'd be kind of a toss up. I would love to be able to teleport. That seems really useful. Um, or like be able to like stop time
Mm-hmm.
for like a little like small periods of time. It's like I like there are many applications to that as well.
Yeah.
Or flying. Flying always seemed like fun, but I don't know if I really want to be able to fly because I don't have a fear of heights, but I have a fear of falling. And like, what happens if your power just suddenly stops working and then you just fall
Like
and die?
Starfire?
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't die, but she couldn't fly
Or
because she was upset.
uh, like um like telekinesis or something like that. I feel like I would want like a very practical super something I could make use of every day.
Yeah. I feel like I would want like super speed or something, purely because then I wouldn't have to worry about a car and car insurance.
But see that's where that's like teleporting. That could be that. You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
it
but I
either.
feel like there would be so many stipulations with teleporting, like in a lot of the movies, where you have to like visualize it. What if you accidentally teleport yourself into like the middle of something, or teleport you're like underwater and drowning, and like what if
But see, it just
it's not
depends on what fantasy realm of like inspiration you're taking it
teleportation?
from.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at like like Shadowhunters, for example, and like how portals work in that show, in that
Mm-hmm.
universe, you just have to have been to the place that you're going to before.
Right.
Um,
And I guess as long as you like early on travel all over the world, you're set.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, pros and cons to all of those.
That's very true. Yeah. Hmm. I was just thinking, I was like, I could just run to work, but teleportation would make it like way easier.
Yeah, you don't have to spend the time. Like even with super speed, you still have to spend the time to get there.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like with teleportation, I would be really heavily inclined to steal.
See, I no comment. Um,
Like, could you imagine you're like, oh no, I forgot peanut butter. Bam, store. Grab it from the aisle. Bam, home. Like, just.
but see, that's what that's what the stopping time is for.
Yeah, but nobody would know that you did it either. Like, they'd have to find the exact moment that you teleported in, know who you are, and then also, like,
Yeah,
register
but
it.
because of security cameras, that still leaves a risk because you would be in the physical space long enough to be caught on a security camera. Whereas if you stop time and like let's say you were going like you walk into we'll use the grocery store because that's what we were talking
Mm-hmm.
about peanut butter. So like you walk in, a lot of grocery stores have the security camera right up front. They have the screens. You can see exactly how you were set there on the security camera,
Right.
right? So you just go, you walk in, you stop at the entrance, you stop time, you go, you do all your shopping and whatever, you take it out and put it all in your car, and then you just go back to the entrance of the store and line yourself back up with the security camera and carry on with time moving, and nobody's any the wiser.
Yeah, that's fair. See, I feel like I would almost be like unintentional stealing, where it'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot, I forgot. Portal over, grab it. Yeah, got it. Portal
Oh,
back.
see, I
Sweet,
would
doing my thing.
absolutely do it intentionally.
I feel like at some point I probably would, where I was like, oh my god, I just got away with this peanut butter. I could get away with so much.
Right. Exactly.
Especially with how expensive this shit is
Oh my
anymore.
god, I know.
If you could pause time, could you imagine how many people you'd like pants or something? Only shitty people
Honestly,
though.
revenge, yeah, definitely. That's revenge was definitely a thought in many times that I've gone over superpowers in my head.
Like,
Revenge
if
on
you were,
like school bullies and shit.
yeah, like if you're sitting there and someone's like bitching you out for nothing, you just pause time, like pants them or something, or like draw on their face, or like
Right.
you spill something on them, and then like you unpause time, you're right back where you were, and they're like, "What?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Okay,
like,
so
go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was. This is really kind of off topic, so you say yours.
Um, I was gonna say like, uh, it'd be very practical for like working in a retail environment, which I currently do. Somebody comes in to
Yeah.
steal stuff, you just like you stop time if they're like running out of the store. You go
Triple.
and you grab the things back and put them back where they go, and they carry on thinking that they still have what they stole, but they don't.
Mm-hmm. And then you
Yeah,
put an obstacle in front of their foot, and then they slip and fall.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Easy
just
peasy for
carry
that.
around banana peels just for that.
There you go. Yeah. And they're
What were
gonna be
you
like,
gonna
where did
say?
this
That's off
banana peel
topic.
come from? And you're like halfway eating a banana. And they're like, there's no way that they did that. And you're like, tee. There
Also,
isn't.
if I had like telekinetic powers, I would go to somebody's house. Like I'd go to my parents' house and just I would fuck with them just for the hell of it, and I would just use my powers to move everything half an inch to the right, just because I can, and watch them bump into stuff all day.
That's so funny. Oh my god. So I was gonna say it's kind of similar to this, kind of not. But so when I used to be on the bus, like driving to middle school, I don't know why, or even elementary school, I think at the time too, I would sit there and think about different like creatures that I could turn into.
Oh
And
yeah,
like a
totally.
cheetah. I would be a cheetah running alongside the bus. I don't know why I had to run alongside the bus.
I did the
But then
same
like
thing, and like
why why are our brains
I
like
also
this? I
like
don't get it.
I also did this thing where I would like if I was in the car or whatever, and I was just like just sitting there, my parents were driving, we would be driving wherever. I would like do this thing in my head where I'd be like, okay, I'm running alongside the car, but I'm running like on top of things like fence posts and like light posts and all that kind of stuff
Like
because I
parkour.
can't touch the ground and like just like keeping up with the car on top of all these obstacles and stuff. And every time we would turn, I would picture in my head, you know how like in old movies and stuff, you like you have the grappling hook, you throw it
Yeah.
around the light post, and then you swing yourself around the corner, like
Amazing.
shit like that.
See, I never did that one, but another one that I would do was I had to hop shadows. And
Okay,
so as the shadows would hit the front of the vehicle, right? I would
yeah,
pretend that I was hopping over them like with my toes. And it's like all I
interesting.
would do. Yeah, I would just like jump shadows. And then when it was too shadowed, I would be jumping the sunlight streaks. And like I don't know what weird thing, but then I had like I couldn't be jumping for too long because it had to be
Yeah.
like a reasonable amount of time that you could actually be jumping. It
You ever do
doesn't
that
make a lot of
thing
sense, but
where you're driving past a cemetery and you have to hold your breath the whole time, otherwise you'll get like possessed by a ghost or something?
no, never had that one.
Um, okay.
I remember that I would pretend I was a dragon a lot, and like everybody would be like, "Oh my god, you're so cool! Like, what
Oh
beautiful
my god, in the
dragon!"
winter when you can see your breath? Yeah. I pretend I
No, it
was
was
like an
just
ice
whenever.
dragon.
I would just be like, whenever. Oh, I think I sometimes thought I would be like, there was this book I read where there was like an invisible dragon based on its scales. It would like, oh, it was from Fablehaven, I think, where there was like
Okay.
different types of dragons, and this
Yeah.
one had like almost iridescent ones. So if the light hits the dragon right, it would
Right.
basically look invisible. And so for a while, I was like, oh yeah, I'm an invisible dragon, like
Nice.
flying alongside the bus going to school.
I used to make shit up all the time. Like for a while when I was a kid, I pretended that my real eyes were green and that I was wearing blue contacts all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's because I
funny.
really wanted green eyes.
Yeah. I had a friend tell me one time when I was like coming home from school, she's like, your eyes are so dark, they're almost black. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm like a demon or something. Like,
Oh my god.
I was
But
like,
see what was
nobody has black
crazy is
eyes.
that there I like a couple of my friends like they would look at my eyes and they would be like, "Oh my god, I can totally see the contacts." Like they like I'm just like, "Yeah, exactly, right? You can see them."
Oh my god.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that's so funny. It's so interesting how our brains are when we're kids because I don't do
right?
any of that anymore.
Right, for real.
I still sometimes will shadow jump if I'm a passenger in a car, but that's the only one.
Yeah,
That's it. I
weird.
don't pretend I'm a cheetah anymore. My big one was a cheetah. I don't know
I
why,
still
but
do the like parkour thing sometimes.
that's fair.
But I'm also not a passenger in a car very often
See, I'm
anymore.
not either. I was with like one of my exes and I was like always passenger princess because he
Yeah,
would always drive his truck for us, which I kind of miss. But
yeah.
yeah,
I drive myself everywhere now
I know, same.
because I've always been the friend that had like not when I was in high school because none of us had our license in high school or anything.
Hmm.
But like once I got my license, I bought a car within a couple of months of having my license.
Right.
Um, and so like from then on, I was always the friend that had a car and had their license, and I would drive us everywhere.
Yeah. See, and I feel like I'm always meeting my friends' places where
Yeah,
like we both kind of show up in our own vehicles and go home that way too. So,
yeah. But see, my friends didn't drive, so I had to drive us everywhere.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
As much as I don't like that ex because he was a gaslighting fuck,
yeah,
I did appreciate being a passenger princess. It's definitely a goal of mine. Like it's obviously not super important, but like it's something that I would really enjoy as like an act of service.
right.
So, yeah, that's what I want.
See, I like driving.
I do
I'd feel
too,
weird if I
but
was being a passenger all the time. I think.
see, and I'd still want it for like my own autonomy and stuff, but like
Yeah,
if we're both going somewhere, drive me.
right. Sometimes it's nice to not drive, but
Yeah.
Okay. Pick a last question.
Okay, hold on. Let me look.
Pick a good one.
A good one? What if I pick a really bad
Good
one?
one. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if we'd be able to think of that on the spot.
What?
What's the funniest joke you've ever heard?
Oh, I don't know. My childhood. Just kidding. I don't know.
What was your dream job as a child?
I have too many answers to that question.
Okay, fair. I do too. Hold on. Let me do another one. What's the last thing that made you cry? I got a really good one for this.
Life? I don't know.
Are you ready for mine?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was scrolling Instagram earlier today, right?
Oh my god, it was today.
It was today.
Jeez. Okay.
I sent it to you too, and you're gonna scream when you see it.
Oh,
so...
wait. Hold on. I think I saw the notification for it, and I read it in the notification, and I just didn't open it.
I caps locked it to you. And Akuma. Wait, are you gonna watch it right now?
Yeah, I remember seeing I'm screaming, oh my god, I'm crying, there's a little tear coming out of my eye. I didn't watch it, though. Hold on, let me watch it real quick.
Please watch it.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, what is happening?
No.
Oh, okay.
I fucking know.
Damn. Why couldn't he do that to me?
Because that's when he's ascended. And it's new. They put it in after everything. So, like, people would have to go back in and do that.
Bro. I need to do a
viewers.
new run and fully romance Astarion without missing a single moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why did that make you cry, though?
I was so shocked. I don't know. But a tear literally came out of my eye. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, because you can't see the Instagram reel, it's this girl who was playing Baldur's Gate 3 and she romanced Astarion. And there was a new kiss option for the Ascended Astarion where he literally like puts his hand up for you to stop, then points to the ground. You kneel down, he grabs you by the neck and then comes in and like aggressively kisses you. I was fucking shook.
Insane.
I was literally like jaw dropped. Didn't know what to say. Started like scream laughing a little bit. And then like and then it was just like hyperventilating laughing. Yeah, no, it like that's exactly what I was like. I need this in my life right now. This is what I want. This is what I need. And then a single tear came out of my eye.
I can't think of the last thing that actually no, I absolutely can think of the last time that I cried. We were laughing so hard at the fucking whipped cream story. That was probably the last time that I cried.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I was listening to that, like I think I told you, I was listening to it again. And just us laughing so hard at it. Listening to the story again was just too much. It was so funny. Oh my god. I also talked to that friend about being on the podcast and she said she would be down.
Nice.
So yeah, maybe that'll be someone we have on our next episode or in the coming episodes. I think that would be so fun. She's a riot. Like she's got crazy stories.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But for anyone who wants to know the context of whipped cream up your bumhole, please go listen to episode 10 and then come back and tell us all the crazy stuff that you just witnessed and heard.
And if you guys have other questions that you would like to know about us,
do you have
drop them in the comments
for me and Link?
Do your questions burn? You may be entitled to compensation. Just kidding. We don't have any money for you. We don't have enough money for ourselves.
Are you emotionally damaged because of whipped cream up the bumhole? Poor choice, okay?
Are you physically pained by whipped cream in your ass? That's probably a reason for that.
Did you want to know what it felt like to be filled up?
Oh, God. Fuck, I can't. Oh, I hate that I do that now. I never used to snort when I laugh, and like the last like 2 years, it's just been. I don't know why, and I hate it.
It's because I'm just that funny.
Oh my god. But yeah, anyways, if you guys have other questions that you want us to answer, drop them in the comments. We'll reply to them there, or we might do another one of these
Oh my god.
episodes and we'll answer all your questions
Totally.
there as well. But yeah, anyways, we'll see
With
you
that,
guys next week. Make sure you catch us on Twitch and our other socials that will be more active soon, I promise.
yes. And
But in the
come hang out with me
meantime,
for my birthday.
yes, that's right. It's Seraphina's birthday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Not tomorrow when we're recording this, but tomorrow when you're listening to this.
Exactly.
If you're listening to this the day it comes out. If you're listening to it after Wednesday,
then you missed it.
My birthday's in a couple weeks.
Exactly. You'll just have to come to Links. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.